Hey, how you doing there? Welcome back to my channel, Veracity Trigger. I already made some other macro videos, but this is going to be macro video 3.4 as for the patch. And this is basically going to go and cover a lot of things that I think probably are a little bit better as far as how I like the macros now and how they're working for me. So you can see they're a little bit different. There's actually 3 pages, and then one of them is you hold 2 buttons down to get to the last page. And the last page is everything the same on it. So these 2 buttons here will flip between different pages. Well, there's 3 buttons there to flip between different pages, and you'll see which ones they flip to. This one here, let's look at this one for a second. This one is going to be Siphon Strike that has Dark Arts after it. And the reason why is because when you're using your attacks for this set, for this page, it'll let you power up your attack right before you're able to do Soul Eater. So that gives you a pre-move of Dark Arts to Soul Eater without having to go and press that button and then press it back and forth and this and that. Makes it easier. This one is the same thing as Blood Price. So Salted Earth is with my Blood Price on both of these buttons, but when you're flipping pages, usually you're not going to get to see when Salted Earth was done or when Blood Price is done. But one page has Salted Earth available for you to see, so it's set and done, and you can do it as fast as you want to do it. So I can flip back and forth between the pages. You're going to see the timers there. Timers are going to be set for each of them. They both do the exact same thing. It's just that there's 2 different macros, one with one icon that you can see and one with another icon that you can see, so it makes it very, very easy for you to see the timers. Now let's go on to here. This one I still like to do, but it's kind of occasional. The way I've set up these pages now seem to work a little bit better for me, and so it's still a good one to have in case you want to just go through your combos and add Carve and Spit into it. Purge, my Plunge and Scourge are pretty much the same. I just press that, go into that. This one's Retort, the same as Reprisal, means the same thing. They copied and did everything from Final Fantasy VI through it into here as far as the attacks go from Sign Garmande. This right here, I have Dark Dance and I have Foresight afterwards, so that it kind of increases the buff that much more. So in case your parry, your Dark Dance is down, you'll be able to do Foresight. This one has Dark Passenger with some other stuff. It's really, really good. I like that one a lot. Sorry, let's turn that off for a second. But let's go into that. That works really good. But anyways, I've already showed you this in some other macro videos. You can look at it again. You can pause the video here anytime you want to see how they work. These all work. All these macros work really well. But I just kind of want to show you, kind of how they work, and the reason I have on 3 different pages, so you can flip the pages really fast, so you can just go through the same motion again and again. You got square, triangle, and circle as your basic combos on your holding your R1 stick. I mean, you can change these all around however you want, but for me, this makes it a very smooth system. I like to do it like this, and makes it very clean and crisp for me. I've changed this one to LU Card's Dark Metamorphosis. Pretty much the same thing. It just tells your party to attack the enemy, and you're going to get back health and MP. Let's show you some of my defensive stuff. So when I hold R1 and L1, I'm able to bring up all my defensive buffs here, and I have them macro together in certain ways. Bloodbath with Shadow Skin works really good. The other one here I'm just showing you right now is my Awareness Awareness or Convalescence mixed with Dark Mind. So you can also use Dark Arts to power this up to go into that or not. You'll see these other ones, I also have Convalescence in there, and the reason being is because when I play, I find that half the time I don't get to use Convalescence too much, so I want to find a way to mix it in there. This one here is perfect for using for a party to call out when you need to use your Living Dead skill, so they know you've used it, and they're pretty much going to pump more health into you anyways. So having the Convalescence there is a really good one to have. In some cases, I go without the third one with Shadow Wall with the Convalescence. I could go with it completely by itself without Convalescence, but I found lately I haven't been using it as much, so I don't, But here's one. This one's great for off-tanking because you won't be using Blood Price too much, and I already have the other one macro to that, so you could switch that and put that onto your you know, you can put that over the basic one. And so when you're off tanking, you just press the button for this and you'll be able to use blood price, and it will also let you do the salted earth too. So, and yeah, that one works for that. That's pretty nice. And you can flip back and forth between your other pages to see, you know, where it stands as far as the timer goes. Here's a really nice one. You put focus target in there for tank swapping, so you can focus target your other tank, talks to the other tank specifically. You know, I will say stand aside, I'm going to attack the target, and that's really nice for tank swapping. I don't know if I covered that in my previous video, but I will here, and so that's a pretty nice one to do. This one's amazing though, because you can focus target the boss or whatever you want to focus target, and then you can use your provoke on it. So this is basic normal dungeon tanking and stuff. You can focus target the boss. So if it doesn't focus target the boss, attack him, you know, as far as using provoke on him, then it'll do normal targeting. So that's a pretty nice thing to have. You know, I have a 0.5 weight to do my, you know, unmend and other stuff, and it's all set in there. It'll all work pretty good. Here's the one to just call out for tanks. You can put alliance in there too to call out for tanks and talk to them too. Here's an inventory button. You know, if I flip to my page 2, you can press this and it'll go to your inventory. This one, this is my under 50 level. I'm usually using this for like deep dungeon or something, but this puts all the basic under 50 level stuff that I can use. It's the most powerful that I can use for a dungeon that's kind of under level 50 as far as my skills are concerned. So it has everything on here that I need, yeah, so works pretty good. I got all my attacks and everything I need for that there for the under 50 you know, page that I have here. So I think this is page 2, or no, this is page, which page is it? But it's a different page than the other 3. But when you go to the other ones for 60 and over, you'll be flipping through to 3 different pages. And the reason I like this the most is because of the fact that when you normally flip pages, you have to let go of all the buttons to hit the R2 button or the L2 button to, well, I think it's just R2 to flip through pages. And doing that is kind of like if you're driving, you have to take your hand off the wheel for a second to be able to do something else. I don't like that, so I like to be able to have the buttons right there and then I can just press them, bam, I'm moving to the next page. Because the reason that works is because if you're not playing on PC, you don't have as many options that you can see from. You can't click with a mouse. So you're just using the controller. So the reason I have this all set up is because this works out phenomenally well for me. Hopefully this will work out well for you too. You can kind of see how I'm moving through the pages. You can pause the video at any point in time to see anything else. Kind of, if you have any questions at all, I mean, the other thing is, like, you could see the provoke or mercy stroke there. And the reason I was doing that is because I'm doing deep dungeon sometimes. I don't need provoke in deep dungeon, so the mercy stroke works pretty well there. And usually having provoke on 2 of the pages is better, you know, in case you need it. You can flip to it and find it, and you can press that button and have it. So, I mean, as far as it's concerned, this seemed to work very well for me, and I think that it can also probably work very well for you. And I think this is pretty much the best one as far as going into a 3.4 patch as far as how the macros work and all that kind of stuff. So this could work pretty well for you. I'll show you some other little macros I've done that you can do for some quests. You can use these macros for quests. I'll show you that for a second here. And you just press the button, but of course you also have to be to the right tab to see this. You can't be in events. You have to go to something that where you're able to see it. So I can press this button that says Umala. If you have space behind it, you can put anything else in there, and you know, it'll still work, and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video I've done of macros. Any questions at all? Probably already said it. You know, let me know. Leave a bunch of likes on here. Subscribe for more. I will have some more other kinds of dungeon guides too, to try to help as well. But mostly I will be sticking to a lot of technical stuff, you know, so yeah, let me know what you'd like to see, you know, as far as it's concerned. But mostly I'll be sticking to the technical stuff, and I'll be doing some dungeon guides here when I get the time to throw them up. So when I get the time, which is going to be very, very soon, I'll be going through the next patch and all that stuff. So take it easy, everybody.